morning, guys. So we are heading right now to guitar lessons. Manny takes guitar lessons from an awesome guitar player. So he is going to lessons right now. I go with him. So that's what we're doing. And I hope you guys are having a good day. I don't have any makeup on, a little bit of eyebrows, and lip gloss. I did the Pillow Plump gloss. I love that. So anyways. So just tried to record this clip, and apparently it wasn't recording. So anyway, I have my iced coffee here, and it actually feels really good on my hand because I'm having some kind of problem with my hand, some pain. I think it's something to do with a pinched nerve. It's been an off and on thing. And I even tried, I'm trying to make lunch and opening a can. I couldn't do it. I had to have Manny do it, even just the kind of can you just flip the thing up, and playing keyboard and doing anything with my hand, typing. It's really bothering me. My sister told me to ice it, and this has ice on it, so. So anyways, I wanted to sit down and film this clip. And my reason, first of all, obviously, hopefully you guys know that vloggers don't tell their whole life, I mean, nobody does that. Obviously, there's things in my life that I've not talked about on camera, and that someday I will, or maybe I never will. But for this point, I have to talk about this. This is something that I feel like I literally cannot vlog if I don't talk about it, at least for the next, long time. And I love vlogging so much. I just love it. I truly enjoy vlogging. So to me, I'm I have to record this. I have to tell them what's going on. I have to be able to vlog this experience because that's what I vlog. I vlog things that I can look back on. Why are they loud? I vlog things that I can look back on and things that things that I can remember. So if you see a messy background right now, this drum set over here, all this stuff, we're packing. And I will explain this to you guys. And the apartment's a mess right now. I try to keep my apartment clean. I love a clean apartment that smells good, or a house. I love it. It just de-stresses me. But right now, I'm stressed because it's messy. So, anyways, we are moving. Here it is. My very first official office, all to myself without anything in it other than the stuff that was here when I got here. The books and the CDs and stuff were already here, but yeah, we are clearing it out. Got the stuff that was on my wall. Yeah, it's sad. It's kind of like the end of a really huge chapter of my life, of Manny's life. We moved across the country right after we got married, and chased this call and followed what God has asked us to do. And we feel like that season for this specific church is over for us, but we're ready for the next season. And I know God has so much more, and I'm so blessed to be called to be a worship pastor. It's a huge blessing. So yeah, we're gonna load stuff up, and I know the best is yet to come. Okay, so every time when I would step out of my office, I would see this door usually open like this, and I always see, whenever I look at this door, a lion, a face of a lion. I want to know if you guys see it. So it'll be a week ago tomorrow that I actually put in a 2 weeks notice at my current job. If you don't know, I'm a worship pastor. I've been leading worship for a long time. I'm only 22, but I've been doing this since long before I graduated from high school. I've been on worship teams my whole life, since my first worship team I joined when I was 10. And before that, I was performing, outside of worship, but still doing Christian stuff. But then I started on a worship team, have not stopped. The only time I've had any sort of a break is when I was moving out here to New Mexico for this position. So I have been doing this for a long time. My husband and I helped launch a satellite campus, which is a campus where we had live worship. We watched the sermon. We did that in Indiana. Had a great time there. Got a lot of really cool experience. Decided to move out here to New Mexico. I have a video talking about my, a vlog, actually sitting in this spot, talking about my experience and worship ministry and stuff like that. I have a lot of worship videos. I mean, that is such a huge thing in my life. And so I decided to step down. Manny and I decided for me to step down from my position. It has been something we've been praying about for a long time. I've been out here in New Mexico. We've been out here in New Mexico for around 2 years now. And it's time for us to make this transition. So it's been about a week since I put in a 2 weeks notice, but it actually turns out that yesterday was my last Sunday. So I didn't vlog yesterday. Yesterday was hard, and I hadn't told you guys yet. I would have loved to have vlogged to be able to talk to you, but I hadn't said anything, and I didn't feel like yesterday was the day to do this because I'd cry, and I didn't want to, I mean, not that I mind crying, but I just felt like I wouldn't speak properly, if that makes sense. I would just be a mess. So, you know, it was just time to do this, and really what I want to talk about is just like how much I love my team, and you know, I am absolutely passionate about worship. I love worship. Every time I lead worship, I think, man, like, I was created for this. I believe all of us were created to be worshipers, but man, I just love my job. I love my career. I'm so privileged and so honored to have this opportunity. But I know my God, and I know that he is opening doors right now, even as I speak. And I've actually spoken to other churches, and I have some potential opportunities. Nothing set at all yet, but I've had some, you know, discussions and some things that look like they'd be cool, and, you know, that's kind of where we're at right now. And, you know, pretty much it was just a decision that we prayerfully considered for a while, and it was just something that we ended up making this decision and this choice. And it's been hard. It really has. It's not something that, you know, I'm like, yes, I finally quit my job, you know. I'm not like that. I love my team. They're amazing. They're so talented and gifted, and they've become our family. And so even though I know God's opening other doors for Manny and I right now, it's bittersweet because I love these people. You know, I love this team, and they have impacted Manny, our lives so greatly. Moving to New Mexico, I was absolutely terrified. I was so scared. I was 20 years old. I was horrified about it. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was so scared, and I would not have done it if it wasn't for Manny being with me, because I don't like even going to the store by myself. But I was scared. You know, I was far away from my family. I'm so close to my family. But these people truly became our family. I mean, not that, of course, they don't take the place of my family at home. I still am very close to them. But they became, you know, additional family to us. We truly look at them like their family. We just love them. And, you know, have grown so close to them. And so thinking about leaving them, and then like yesterday being my last time, you know, maybe not forever. We're hoping to reunite. That's our goal. But for a long time anyway, you know, that being my last time leading with them, and such talented, incredible individuals that have such hearts after God. And we have had amazing memories of just God using us in the coolest ways. And so it was a decision that we really had to come to, and it was something that we really felt led to do, and we know that God has something else, and we know that there's a new season. And I was studying in the Bible this morning, the verse in Ecclesiastes, you know, there's a time and a season for everything under heaven, or last night I read it both times because I love that part of the Bible. Anyway, I love the whole Bible, but I love that part of the Bible specifically, and it really spoke to a lot of the feelings and emotions that I'm dealing with. But I know that this season and this chapter of our life of living in New Mexico is coming to an end. And that's another thing. Even though it's far away from family, man, I love New Mexico. I will absolutely visit here. When we have kids, I absolutely want to visit, you know, on our vacation time or whatever it may be, and see our family here, but also just show our kids New Mexico. And I've grown so much. I've just been privileged to lead a team that is family to me. I've just been privileged to be here. And, you know, same thing I say for Indiana. I'm privileged to have that experience I had there of helping launch a satellite campus, and just, I've been honored and privileged to have so many cool experiences at such a young age. And I'm so honored. I'm just so honored. And I just step back, and I'm so thankful that God has called me to this, that he has called me to do this, me, you know, of all people. And, I'm just privileged. And the team, yesterday, they were, of course, down and upset, and the whole congregation was coming up to us and just being so incredibly sweet and encouraging. I've said this before, and I will continue to say it. I've never met people as nice as I have here in New Mexico, ever. They are not like the fake, like, oh, we'll miss you, see you soon. Like, they're just genuine about everything that they do and everything that they say. They truly care about you. And so I love New Mexico. It has a huge part of my heart. I've lived here for, you know, a while now, and I have just fallen in love with it. So stepping down from this position, the decision did not come easily, if I had vlogged yesterday, I would be a mess right now because I cried right before I led worship yesterday. We were in our prayer before, and I wanted to record that part. I literally bawled. Like right before worship. I was like, I've got to get it together because, you know, I just have to lead worship. But, you know, I know that God has more. I know that, you know, I always believe and always say the best is yet to come. I know that. I know that he has so much for my life because he's a good father. And so, you know, I know who my father is. I know who guides my life and who has a plan for me. I know that. So, you know, the leaving the job aspect, I know that there will be other doors open for me, but the hard part is the team, and that they may not be a part of that, you know, and I hope someday they are, but I know immediately they won't be. So it's been a really hard decision for us, a decision unlike any that I've ever had to make. It's been different in a lot of ways, but I know that it's what God has for us right now. So we're going to be moving. Like I said, I've talked to some churches and things like that. Nothing's set right now. Manny has, you know, a lot of experience in a lot of areas, so he's been looking as well. But basically, you know, I know that my next opportunity is right around the corner. And so yeah, we're going to be moving soon. If I don't get an opportunity like now, we're going to move back to Indiana for a short time and, you know, go to our next position from there. So that's kind of like our plan right now, and I know God has so much for me, and I'm just trying to enjoy the in-between. You know, it's something that I'm not good at. I am so in love with leading worship. There's 3 things in life that I know for a fact I was created for, and that is, you know, to be a mom, to be a wife. I love being a wife, being a young wife. I would never trade it. And I have such a deep desire to be a mom. I always have. It's just it's so much my heart. And then to be a worship pastor. Worship sets me on fire. And I know that I was created to do this, you know. And so, you know, I'm just excited for the next season, for the next chapter, for everything that God has for us. I know that he has so much more, but I will deeply miss the people here. If you're from our church here, and you're watching this, I know some people do. We love you guys so much, and you know, this decision was not something that I just woke up and said, oh, let's go ahead and step down from, you know, my job. It was something we prayed for a long time. I prayed about for a long time, and we just felt like God was leading us elsewhere. And when you work in ministry, it's actually hard to even get a new job because most of the time the, you know, churches that you apply for want you to come there on Sundays. To audition or to do it, even just to hang out. So it's kind of hard to do that when you have a full-time position. So really this in-between will be helpful for us in that way. But, you know, we are absolutely going to miss everybody here. We have complete plans to visit as often as we can. And, you know, we'll continue to pray for our church here and our family here. It's been an amazing, amazing couple of years, and we are so honored, and so excited for the next season, but we will always look back on this season of our lives and remember it as one of the absolute coolest experiences, you know. It's been great, and so I want to let you guys know that that's what's going on. We are packing. I need to do better about that. We are going to be moving. It's going to be some vlogs with that, but it was just an opportunity, or it was a situation that we felt led to, and I know God has a great opportunity for us next, and I'm so excited to see what that is. I would have never imagined moving to New Mexico, so God is full of surprises, and really excited to see what he has next. If I seem like overly happy about this, I'm not. I've had a while to think about it, and you know, I'm sad. It's hard. I've cried with my team. I will always stay in touch with them. They will always be family. They know that. I'm actually going to have a get-together with them soon before we leave so that, you know, I'll vlog that and everything. But right now I'm just in a place where I know God has something for us. He has never failed me, and he's not about to now. And I know that he's got the perfect opportunity for us, and he's shown us that already in different ways. So anyways, thank you guys for listening to this, and let's get on with the video. Speaking of our team, this necklace that I'm wearing was made by one of our team members. It's so cool. He makes these cool cross necklaces, and he is one of the people that we are absolute closest to in life. His name's Joe, and he's just been awesome. So these are super cool. I wish he would like open something online to sell them or something, because they're just so awesome and really special to Manny and I. I've talked about them before, but they're really cool. They're like this wiring. Okay guys, so I didn't vlog a whole lot more after that clip that where I shared the news with you guys. I know that clip's gonna be pretty long, and so I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog, and I'm gonna edit it tomorrow morning and get it up for you guys tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.